My girlfriend posted a photo hugging another guy with the caption, "Last night single." The next day she got the surprise of her life. "Hi everyone. I don't know if this is the right place to share this, but I need to get it off my chest. My name is Dylan, I'm 28, and I was engaged to Denora, 26. Our wedding was scheduled in 2 weeks. We'd been together 6 years. I was finishing college when she started, and since then we'd shared everything: trips, future plans, money problems, projects. Despite the usual couple arguments, I always thought we had a solid relationship built on trust. A year ago I proposed in what I thought was the perfect moment. I'd spent months planning and saving for the ring, took her to the exact restaurant of our first date, and asked her to marry me. It was a magical night. We both cried from happiness, and from that day we started planning the wedding. From the beginning we agreed, no bachelor/bachelorette parties. Neither of us is into that scene, and we both felt those events only bring unnecessary trouble. She said she'd rather just have a quiet dinner with her closest friends a few days before the wedding, nothing crazy. That's why I was surprised when, exactly 1 week before the big day, she told me her friends had organized something for her and insisted so much she couldn't say no. She gave me almost no notice and said she was leaving that same afternoon for a beach house, would be back the next day, and promised it would be low-key. I admitted I didn't like the idea and told her calmly, "Denora, we agreed there'd be no parties." She got annoyed. "It's not really a bachelorette party, we're just having dinner, a few drinks, talking, that's it, nothing weird, I swear." I didn't want to fight, so I let it go, though I wasn't comfortable. I just asked her to text me when she arrived so I'd know she was safe, and she did. Said they were settled in, everything was calm, don't worry. I spent the rest of the afternoon at home, watched a couple of games, then did some work to keep my mind busy. Later, before bed, I opened Instagram. Her friends were posting stories, dancing videos, beach pics, drinks on the table. Everything looked normal until I saw Denora's own post. It was a photo of her hugging some guy I'd never seen, both smiling way too close, and the caption read, "Last night single," with a wine glass emoji and a laughing face. I froze. At first I thought maybe it was a joke, but the longer I stared, the worse I felt. She never posts personal photos like that, especially not hugging another man. I checked the comments, her friends writing, "You deserve it, girl. Enjoy your night," and one, "Ha ha ha, what a memory." My stomach dropped. I texted her immediately, "Who's the guy in the photo?" She took forever to reply. When she finally did, "Ha ha babe, he's a friend of one of the girls, we were just joking around." I took a deep breath and wrote back, "I don't find it very funny." Another long pause, then, "Don't be like that, it's just a picture, relax." I kept scrolling through her friends' stories. The same guy appeared in several, dancing with the girls, pouring drinks, and in one you could see Denora dancing right next to him. Nothing explicit, but it made my skin crawl. Anxiety took over. I couldn't stop checking. Every time I saw her smiling next to him, my chest hurt. It wasn't just jealousy, it was the feeling she'd crossed the line we'd both agreed to respect. I texted again, "Denora, I really don't understand why you'd post that. We had an agreement." This time she left me on read for at least 20 minutes before replying, "Dylan, please calm down, it's not that serious. If you're going to act like this, we'll talk tomorrow." She shut down the conversation. I turned off my phone, then turned it back on and kept looking. One friend had posted a photo album, and in one picture Denora and the guy were shoulder to shoulder laughing. I stared at it until rage started building. I couldn't sleep. At almost 2 a.m. I was still awake, debating whether to call her or wait until she came home. Around 4 a.m. my phone rang. It was her. My heart was pounding. I answered with a hoarse, tired voice, "Denora, what the hell?" There was silence, then laughing and music in the background. "Denora?" Suddenly a man's voice, Hey buddy, relax, we're just having fun, she and I were only dancing, bro. More loud laughter from the girls. Pass me Denora, I managed to say, but he kept going in a mocking tone. Bro, don't worry, if you do it right and keep her satisfied she won't need to look elsewhere? Or is that the problem, huh? You're not doing it right? Don't worry, I'll make sure she's nice and satisfied so she's not in a bad mood tomorrow. The girls laughed even harder. The call cut off. I sat there frozen, phone in hand, blood rushing to my head. I was shaking with rage and disbelief. I wanted to call back but knew I'd explode. That call was all I needed. I didn't need explanations or lies the next day. At almost 5 a.m., I made the decision. There would be no wedding. I got up, turned on the light, and started calling every vendor. The venue had 24-hour service. I canceled and accepted the 50% penalty. Catering, band, photographer, florist, canceled everything, didn't care about the money. By 6:30 a.m., I packed all of Denora's clothes, shoes, and belongings into a suitcase, neatly folded, and left it by the door. I called a locksmith. He arrived at 8 and changed every lock. Hearing the new deadbolt click felt like closing a chapter. I canceled the custom wedding dress too, told the seamstress to keep the money. By 11 a.m. everything was done. I sat on the couch feeling an odd peace. I could finally breathe. I fell asleep and woke up at 4 p.m. to loud banging on the door and Denora yelling, "Dylan, open up! My key doesn't work. Why is my stuff outside?" I opened the door a crack. She looked wrecked, eyes red. "What are you doing here, Denora? This isn't your house anymore. Take your things and leave." She started crying. "Babe, let me explain, it was just a joke, nothing happened." "There's nothing to explain, and don't call me babe. There's no wedding. I canceled everything. Leave or I'm calling the police." She sobbed harder, begging, but I closed the door. Eventually she stopped. That night her father called screaming insults, saying I left his daughter on the street over a joke. I told him calmly, "Teach your daughter better. And tell me, sir, did your wife ever do the same and you just swallowed it because you didn't have the balls to leave?" He lost it. I hung up. Days later her friends messaged me saying the guy was actually gay, and it was all harmless fun. I checked his very much married with kids. I didn't reply to them. I only explained the truth to people who mattered. Most supported me and said I dodged a bullet. Rumors flew. Denora told people I'd gone crazy, but too many had seen the photo before she deleted it. The pain faded fast. I realized I wasn't mourning her. I was mourning the future I'd imagined. What hurt was the disrespect. The photo, the caption, the stranger mocking me on the phone while she and her friends laughed, and then the lies to cover it up. I learned respect isn't negotiable. Months later one of her friends said Denora still missed me. I replied I wished her the best and that was it. Today I feel nothing but relief. I'd rather lose money than my dignity. I'd rather be alone than with someone who thinks it's okay to humiliate me the night before our wedding. Love without respect is worth nothing, and setting boundaries doesn't make you dramatic. It makes you someone who knows his own worth.